You've probably seen plenty of heroes battling their enemies and winning because, well, they're on the right side. But have you ever seen a father and a son throw down, each firmly standing for their own beliefs? If not, then brace yourself. This video is about to surprise you as we count down 10 epic father-son showdowns in anime history. Ready to see some family drama turned battle royale? Let's dive in. Number 10, Laylock vs. Charles V. Britannia in Code Geass. When your dad's an emperor and you're a rebellious son, a showdown's practically in the job description. But the reason behind this clash? Way out there. So, when Laylock Lamperouge discovers that his dad's grand plan involves kicking off Ragnarok, a scheme to erase individual consciousness and merge everyone's minds into one, he's far from on board. After his dad drops this wild explanation, Laylock isn't having it. He calls on the collective consciousness of humanity itself to put an end to both his father and mother's schemes. Now, that's some extreme family loyalty, if you can call it that. Number 9, Vegeta vs. Trunks in Dragon Ball Z/Super. Vegeta's not exactly a gentle dad. I mean, he roughs up his son Trunks more than once in Dragon Ball. From giving Kid Trunks a beating to sparring with his future self, Vegeta doesn't hold back. Their best fight, though, is in Dragon Ball Super, where future Trunks, desperate to beat Black, asks for help. Vegeta sets up a challenge. Trunks just has to land one hit to win. After getting schooled both physically and verbally, Trunks suddenly headbutts his dad, claiming victory. He vows to surpass Vegeta and take down Black, but Vegeta just gives him a classic unimpressed scoff. Classic dad style, huh? By the way, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to stick around till the end, there's more exciting fights coming your way. Number 8, Masaru vs. Suguru in Digimon Savers. Masaru Daemon, aka Marcus in the dub, has always looked up to his dad, Suguru, but things take a dramatic twist when his dad's body gets taken over by Yggdrasil, the digital world's god. Suddenly, Masaru has to go head-to-head with his own father. Overwhelmed, he doubts he can measure up and even lets himself get knocked off a cliff. But his friends and their Digimon aren't having it. They literally punch him back up the cliff while cheering him on. Fueled by their support, Masaru rises above his despair and starts landing punches that are for everyone, his friends, family, and both worlds. This epic emotional showdown seals Masaru's place as a total legend in the Digimon world. Number 7, Baki vs. Yujiro in Baki the Grappler. In Baki the Grappler, Baki and his dad Yujiro throw down more than once, but their final showdown is pure adrenaline. Yujiro has always seen Baki as weak and useless, no match for his insane strength. Meanwhile, Baki can't stand his dad, especially after the awful way he treated Baki's mom. Baki's ultimate dream? Beating his dad in a martial arts duel. So, during a fight sparked by Baki asking why Yujiro took his mother's life, Baki taps into his demon face and lands hit after hit, forcing the match to a draw. In the end, Yujiro finally admits Baki's the only one strong enough to challenge him. Number 6, Sanji Vinsmoke vs. Judge Vinsmoke in One Piece. Saying Sanji and his dad have issues is putting it mildly. Sanji was supposed to be his dad's perfect little superhuman experiment. Tough, emotionless, the whole package. But when Sanji turned out to be, a normal guy with feelings, his dad basically wrote him off. So Sanji packed his bags and joined the Straw Hats. But Judge isn't done yet. He tries to arrange a marriage between Sanji and Big Mom's daughter. That plan falls apart fast, and the only way to settle it? A classic father-son smackdown. Judge shows up with his high-tech gear and all his genetic superiority talk, but Sanji's just got a pure heart. And guess what? Heart wins! Sanji takes the victory, proving Judge's gadgets are no match for real grit and a good right hook. Number 5, Light Yagami vs. Sorichiro Yagami in Death Note.
Either way, you will be executed. At least with this, I'll be the one to do it.
Please stop, Dad! I'm not Kira! If I die here, Kira wins! Can't you see?
Light, my son. From one murderer to another, I'll see you in hell.
No, Dad!
Light and his dad haven't exactly been seeing eye to eye since Light became Kiara. But hey, what family doesn't have a little drama, right? Luckily, they usually keep things pretty civil since Light keeps his Kiara identity under wraps, pretending he's all for taking down the mysterious criminal. But there's one scene where things take a real wild turn. After Light and Misa are let out of prison, Sorichiro drives them out to a deserted spot, pulls out a gun, and threatens all three of them. His plan? To see if Light will reveal his Kiara power to save himself, proving he's Kiara once and for all. Of course, Light doesn't remember being Kiara, so he's just begging to be let go, trying to escape, until, surprise, it turns out it was all a setup. Just another twisted family bonding moment. Number 4. Rin vs. Satan in Blue Exorcist. Rin was supposed to be Satan's perfect vessel, but things didn't go quite as planned. He got scooped up by an exorcist and started fighting for the good guys instead. Naturally, Satan is not thrilled, so he tries to drag Rin back by possessing Rin's foster dad. But Rin's not budging. After taking a wild time travel detour and discovering all the drama between Satan and his mom, he's more fired up than ever to stand his ground. Their battle is an epic light show, Rin's blue flames going head to head with Satan's dark aura. But the best part? Rin proves he's not puppet for his demon dad. Sorry Satan, this kid's got his own plans. Number 3. Seto Kaiba vs. Gozaburo Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh! Gozaburo Kaiba is definitely in the running for worst anime dad, and his face-off with adoptive son Seto shows exactly why. Right before he checks out of life, Gozaburo uploads his mind into a virtual world hoping to hijack Seto's body. Classic villain move, right? So both father and son get stuck in this virtual world about to go kaboom. And the only way out? A good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, of course. Forget fighting or logic, cards are the answer to everything. So, Seto and Gozaburo duel for their lives, proving that in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe, even life or death situations are settled with just a few well-played cards. Number 2. Gaara vs. Rasa in Naruto. Gaara and his dad, Rasa, have had a complicated relationship, mostly because Rasa thought the best way to protect the village from the tailed beast inside Gaara was to send assassins after him as a kid. Total Dad of the Year material, right? Their biggest showdown happens when Rasa gets resurrected and forced to fight Gaara, who's now the big boss of the Shinobi Allied Forces. They swap a few punches, but the real battle is emotional. Rasa finally apologizes for trying to kill his son, and Gaara, now Kazekage, forgives him, because he gets the whole protecting the village thing. Oh, and Gaara discovers that his mom actually didn't hate him. He even builds a sand defense shaped like her. Talk about a heartwarming family moment. Quite the little sand thrown in. Number 1. Yomi vs. Shura in Yu Yu Hakusho. When Yomi faces off against his son Shura in the Dark Tournament, it's a tough moment because they actually care about each other. The fight starts with Shura throwing some punches and kicks, but Yomi easily blocks them and returns the favor with a couple of his own moves. After knocking Shura down, Yomi suggests he just admit defeat, but of course, Shura isn't having it. He tries a surprise attack with a huge energy blast, but Yomi just shrugs it off like it's no big deal. Yomi holds back though, not wanting to hurt his son. He's just making it clear who the real champion is. In the end, Shura finally gives in because, let's face it, Dad's got this. And with that, we wrap up today's video. If you've got any memorable mentions with your dad, either good or bad, or hilariously awkward, drop them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.